Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning. Okay, first of all, I would like to say thank you so much. And number one is thank you so much. Number two is I'm really apologize because currently when I do my checking, I realized that quality management have a very long topics, okay? I mean not long topics, but it's a huge topic, and I still like a very slow motion to do this kind of thing because, as I told you before, this is my first time teaching quality management, so it takes time for me to to prepare the materials at a very short and a very compact time because now I believe students also have more than around 8 to 9 subjects and so do with us. And I also have a very hectic timetable from Monday to Sunday, non-stop. Okay, because we want to make sure that the student will uh, grade on time, of course, and they can take the subject as being required, right? Okay, so as you can see, today we go for the chapter 4, but Alhamdulillah, thank you so much because topic 4 is already have around 17 slides and I believe that I can maybe one shot again and then I try my best to pick up as soon as possible to make more video on the other topic. Okay, all right. I hope you can forgive me for my um, my slow motion process. Okay, I try my best to catch up. Okay, quickly. All right. So topic 4 or chapter 4 is about designing organization for performance excellence. I hope you can hear my voice because I use this earphone, okay, and at the same time I see this volume is still recorded. Okay, so the audio is audio. Okay, so this topic 4, as you can see, is about how we want to make sure to design the organization for performance excellence, meaning to say the perfect benchmark as we can meet the requirement for quality management. And I hope you can see clearly. Okay, all right. So as you can see from here, this is the factors affecting work organization. Okay, meaning to say what is the factors that make the work organization is can be in the right way. Okay, and at the same time we can meet this quality management requirement. Okay, number one is all about the company and organizational guidelines. Meaning to say, um, in order to make sure that the employees and your staff, your workers can perform at the best, of course, we couldn't expect that they can do it automatically. So what we have to do is we have to make some like rules. Okay, the ruler is the company, of course, and obey to the rules is, of course, the employees. And to say this thing, okay, the company and the organization as well, they have to provide the guidelines. So from the guidelines, the employees able to go with the flow and to make sure that is affect to the work performance. Okay, that is number one. Number two, about the management style. Okay, meaning to say how do the organization and the company able to manage, okay, as I said before, and maybe you also learn in another subject of management. Um, in order to have a better planning, we have to be a good planner, right? So to be a good planner, we have to have a good plan. So that's why when we are fail to plan, actually we are planning to fail. So that is according to the Peter Drucker. So do with the management style. So how does this organization able to whether you lead the company as well, whether you go with the beyond with POLC, okay, what we call plan, organizing, leading, and controlling, and at the same time, how you do the staffing. Okay, so this is the reason why we have to know the management style as well, or maybe we can relate this management style with the kinds of this leadership style. I like to relate with the OB subject, organization behavior, or PPOM subject. For example, maybe your company is lead to like autocratic style, okay, leadership who are obey to the rules of the employers. Okay, so the employers, the bosses, top management is giving the rules. Okay, and you as the employees you have to obey. Or maybe they come up with the leadership style as participative, okay, leadership, or we can say win-win situation where and the employers and the employees together to make decision, and they have win-win situation. Both of them know what they do as well. Or maybe we go with the delegative participations, or sorry, delegative leadership style, whereby they only enhancing, okay, these top, so not top workers, but the employees to make the decision. So this is more flexible, because you have a trustworthy towards your employees to perform the job as long as the job can be finished and completed on time. So this is okay, we can say the 4W1H, how, what, okay, when, where, and when, okay, the management be done. So it depends on the company itself. And the third one, the customer influences. This is a very important because as I said in the previous my video lecture, if you still remember, customer is the key in every single when you doing your company, right? Because they are the one who are the buyer and the queen and the king that actually demand for your products. So that's why when we so-called as this customer influence, they do have the power on that. They have the power to make sure that this company can produce this product. Okay, how big the power, right? Okay, and then number four, the company size is referring to whether it's like small, medium, or large company. They have a different in terms of the how the works management, how the delegation be made, and how the management style and how the guideline, because the company size is referring to the two things you have to remember. Number one, the numbers of the employees, and number two, we're referring to the profit, or we can say turnover. Okay, or in another simple words is uh, what we call uh, yeah, your turnover profits. Okay, meaning to say not turnover profits, sorry, your profits. Okay, meaning to say your how much that you have invest in to make sure that in return, sorry, ROI, return on investment, return on investment that you able to get. So that's why when these two things that you have to remember, the company size depends on the employees itself, how many numbers, okay, because below than 50 is considered that small company. Up to 50 or less than 1,000 is considered medium, for example, or more than 1,000 is considered that a large company. So this is the company size. So we have to know how much the numbers, and then how much the employees is fully permanent, or maybe the hiring contract staff, or part-time staff. Okay. So this is actually have to influence, okay, have to be taken into account on this. And then number five, diversity and the complexity of the product line. So this is actually focusing on the product itself, because we talking about differentiation. Kita meletakkan satu fokus yang mana ada perbezaan dalam produk. There will be diversity in the product itself and differentiation of the product, and how the complex of this product line. Complexity meaning to say how difficult, how difficulties, and how to say challenges, okay, how the challenges in order to make this product. Because when we're talking about product line, you learn in the principle of marketing, right? Product lines referring to, let's say you have like Okay, you have product under Nestle. Okay, I recap that. Under Nestle, they do have instant noodle, Maggi. Under Nestle, we do have Milo. Under Nestle, we have another products, for example, sauce, chili sauce, tomato sauce, ketchup, and everything. So to say to you all, this product line, how complex it are. Okay, the more complexity of the product, the more actually the factors will affected towards this quality, towards that performance. Okay, and then stability of the product line, how well this product line. Okay, so whether the Maggi product is goes boom up, or maybe the product of the chili sauce, tomato sauce is goes down. So how stable it down, how stable the product itself, the product line, and the financial stability. After all, book by through everything is needs the money, right? So we have to make sure also the financial should be stable in order to make sure that we can actually meet, okay, what is the requirement from the company itself in order to produce the product. And the availability of the personnel. Personnel in here, not personal, okay? Personnel is referring to the manpower, the workers, the staff, how they are able to actually cope with the demand of the customer, how the accessible them towards the customer. If the customer looking for them, okay, for example, customer service department, they're able to cope with the demand or not, they're able to entertain, they're able to approach the customer in a good manner. So that is the availability of the personnel, because anything hook by crook the customer will goes back to our company staff. Okay, all right, so this is the functional structure. I believe that this structure is a very familiar and a very prominent to you all. Sangat dekat lah, dekat setiap subjek tu memang akan ada. Alright, and then in here we do have the president, okay, president, and then we have the marketing director, okay, and then we have the production director, and then we have finance director, and then we have the engineer director. As you can see in here, and this is the director, the top management, I can say it. And then under the production director, the goes we divided into the two plants. Two plants in here meaning to say different location. Let's say manager plant 1 is in KL, Kuala Lumpur, and manager plant 2 in Johor, for example. So they have two different location in here. And then under manager plant in the Johor, they have operation manager, quality control manager, QCM, purchasing manager, accounting manager. I can say that the different location might be have a different in terms of their operation. Okay, operation. I mean that operation manager, okay, quality control manager, purchasing is. It doesn't mean say that okay. Manager plan one location, first location, the second location, they are sharing. Okay, it should be have a different. Okay, it should have be a different people, and they will have a different personnel that will looking and inspect on the certain of their function. What is function? Here, operation, quality control, purchasing, and accounting. Okay. Right now, all of a sudden they have a low battery here. MashaAllah. Okay. All right. So we're moving on to the next one. Problems with the functional structure. There is every single the plan that we do must have the challenges. Must have the challenges. I don't want to look into the problems, because when we keep on saying problems, it's all about problems, right? Okay. So what is the actually challenges of the problems in here? Number one, it separates the employees from the customer. Okay. Okay. Okay, we don't have separate, okay, employees from the customers, supposed to be, okay, because why? Because we want to make sure that the employees, everything they've done, they're able to actually goes with the customer directly, okay. That is the main of what we call function, okay. But in here they said the functional structure is might be separates the employees from the customer. Let's say you are only okay, like I mentioned just now, okay, customer service, okay, customer service department, CSD, okay. So this customer service department, of course, they relate with the customer directly, right? So might be this department would not separate the employees from the customer because they are actually handling and they are facing the customer complaints and so forth. Okay, how about the operation manager, okay, or operation department? Of course, it will separate because they are inside, internal of the company. And mostly every time you buy, for example, I give, let's say you buy a pencil. Do you know who are doing this pencil? Of course, you will say, okay, the company or the factory of doing the pencil, produce pencil. Yeah, do you know whom? Okay, of course, the answer is no. So meaning to say in here, the operation department will be separately from this customer. Okay, because we as the customer, we do not know who actually the real and the final maker for this pencil, for example. Or let's say we go with the another, like say like marketing. Okay, marketing department, they used to handle the customer as well because they want to attract the customer. Okay, and of course when we go with like account and finance, thoroughly, yeah, indirectly they might be handle the customer as well, okay, maybe for the return and refund money, or else they no need to actually facing the customer too. So this is what I'm trying to say. Even some say it separates the employees from the customer, but as well, not all department. It depends on the nature of the job the company itself. Okay, dia bergantung kepada department mana yang siapa mengendalikan customer tersebut. Kalau dia memang handle customer directly, bermakna dia tak separate lah, dia tidak mengasingkan pekerja tersebut dengan pelanggan. Okay, the second one inhibits process improvement. Inhibits ni meaning to say you are discouraged, okay, the process of improvement because somehow the customer will complain directly with the customer service, and the customer service is not the real the maker or the producer of the product. It have to goes the complaints goes to the operation line or the production line. So somehow the information is not 100% can be how to say that, a real or how to say, we have the one words there, is not um really accurate. Okay, why? Because the information when you have to deliver from one party to another party, it might be as well, okay, the information have not been clear as the original one. Jadi maklumat yang disampaikan kadang-kadang kurang tepat. Okay, so that's why the process of improvement, whatever the customer said, maybe the customer have to picturing it, right? Saying like, okay, I want is like be like this. When come to the production line, okay, it's been delivered by, for example, customer service, it's become a different. It should be A become A, should then somehow from A become C. Let's say, okay. So this is might be inhibits, discourage, okay, the process of improvement, okay, because we are not direct to the producer. It's different from the company or small company. Let's say you are also the marketers, you are also the customer service, you are also the seller, you are also the maker, you are the production department also. You are the one because you are have a what we call a very limited, okay, limited manpower, right? Bila pekerja kurang, jadi semua kita akan cuba untuk buat multitasking. Kerja yang sama, semua benda kita seorang buat contohnya. And what happened is good thing in that, because when the customer come complains about the product, we can do it as soon as possible. Okay, because we heard it live, face to face, why the customer complains on that. And then the third one, functional organization often have the separate function for the quality. Yes, this is a real problem in here. Okay, because as I mentioned just now, I already mentioned actually, because when the customer complains, they goes to the customer service. They are not going to the quality department. They are not going to the production. They are not going to the operation department. they will go to the customer service. So the customer service, how they perceive, how they receive the complaint according to their understanding. Are you get me? So it's not goes with how the quality management, they are very details, they are very meticulous, they are very concrete. Oh, this one have to be, especially when it comes to the technical product. What is technical product? Computer, laptops, what else? Handphone. When you say to the customer service, they can okay. They just can record your complaints, and of course, record is much accurate. I might say that the record whatever complaints from the customer, not by written but record, voice, everything. You can just give to the quality department to heard the complaints real from the customer, so they know, oh, this is the problem, this is the problem, this is the so they know what is the function and uh, what we call the product malfunction. Bila produk tu tidak berfungsi dengan baik, ada kerosakan, so they can go with directly with the customer itself. Alright, so we moving on to the redesigning. Ni mereka bentuk semula. Organization for the performance excellence. Number one, focus on the processes. This is 100% the fundamental how to make sure the starter is in the right track. Okay, kita nak mula sesuatu, asal pucuk pangkal, ekor, dia punya akar kena betul. So the processes, number one, should be more focused. Okay, where to start? What is the step one? Okay, number two, make the quality everyone's to job. So quality is number one, quantity is the second. Okay, somehow the certain company they're looking into KPI, quality versus quantity, or quantity versus quality. So this is wrong. Number two is we need to say everybody have to actually focusing on the quality. Okay, and then number three, recognize the internal customer. Who is your internal customer? Meaning to say your loyal customer, or it can be internal customer within the company itself. So even you are the one or employees or workers who are working with the company, if let's say the company have doing some survey, right? What is your survey? What is your response towards this product? As a good or as a good internal customer, okay, you have to frank to them. You have to be honest, review this product is not good. I can give only 2 star or 1 star for this product. Why? Okay, you have to list it down. Why the reason? Because from your review, they can improve. But how to say the reality out there, where we are the one who are very loud and vocal to say the complaints, I can say that we are honest with our review, right? People don't like, okay, especially Malaysian mentality. We don't like people criticize, okay, criticize. We are boycotting, not boycotting, I think like more condemning the product we don't like, okay. But a good thing in that way, actually we can improve more. But maybe our culture, we have to filtering the words. Kita punya budaya ni, orang Malaysia dia suka akan untuk tapis perkataan apa yang dicakap. You can complain, okay, you can give review, but you should come plus with the constructive improvement or constructive comments. Saya suka pakai constructive comments, meaning to say whatever you complains, come out together with the solution or idea. So people when see your comments, oh, this is a very good stuff, because this stuff, otherwise they give review at the same time, there will be give the solution to us. So this is ideal. So this is what we call recognize internal customer. You as the company recognize what is your potential, who is your potential internal customer. And number four, create a team-based organization. Work in team, not in team yang nasyid tu, okay, but create in a team, okay. What is the team? Maybe they goes with the quality department, okay, functions, okay, and what a quality team for, or maybe they have certain team for customer service team. So there's a team based on the function itself. After all, this function have to be actually interrelated together. Okay, and then reduce hierarchy. Hierarchy meaning to say, yeah, they have assistant. Hierarchy meaning what? It's like this. This is hierarchy. Okay, but to say what? How to make sure reduce hierarchy? Make everybody multitasking. Make job rotation. So when you make job rotation, everybody feel the experience, the experience, the experience of the job itself. Semua orang akan buat kerja tu. So it's not really, I do not know how to do this. I do not know how, this is not my work. This is not my JD. So you have to reduce hierarchy, make everybody multitasking. Okay, make more than one job and everybody in the know. So it's very easy and flexible. When come, they have the problem. For example, they have problems like some of the friends absent during the day. So someone can back up because the job, everybody in the know. Okay, and then use steering committees. This is very good term. Steering committees, you imagine like you are driving, steering is 360, right? When we want to go and parking, for example. So everybody commitment. We cannot say that, okay, okay, just now said that this Zoom said that my mic have the problem. Okay, and then develop an agile organization or maybe agile. Okay, because fragile, like it's a fragile, it's like agile. Okay, develop an agile organization meaning to say we have the quick response. Whatever that complaints from the customer, have a good response toward that quick movement, response to the complaints. Okay, in a quick way. In a quick duration. Okay, all right, and then redesign the work system. Maybe some work before is manual work. Okay, kerja secara guna bare hands. Okay, everything is using hands. So redesign work system meaning to say you redesign the work maybe more on techno system, okay, technology, and then you use some database. Before this, maybe filing record, everything is manual, have to be done by the human being. Okay, sometimes human being also have their human error, right? For example, what, when you vaccine, yeah, you can't imagine you are the one is one of the person who go for the vaccination, right? But how many of the candidates, okay, or the person coming to get their vaccinated, okay, I can imagine the frontliner how actually exhausted they are. Okay, so it's a fact, it's a real fact that we cannot deny. Human error is everywhere. Okay, all right, so we redesign this work system by maybe compiling our works with technology machinery system, okay, in order to make sure that the work performance can be more systematic, more efficient, and effective. Okay, all right, so we're moving to the types of the processes. Okay, so basically they have the some types on here, right? So they have number one, value creation processes, those most important to running the business. They say in here, number one, we have design processes, activity that develop functional product specification. So when you, let's say the company Proton, for example, the RB Highcom, right, they assemble the products, for example, design processes, design the automobile, right? So the activity that develop functional product spec, for example, how the engines, how the steerings, how the mirror, how the door, okay, everything is goes with the functional product itself. Even like phone itself, okay, they want to know the specification, whether the RAM itself, okay, I'm not go with the more on handphone saving here, but I can say that whatever that you want to know, the features of this camera, right? how the price itself, how the internal storage, how much is for the external storage. So everything you go with this product specification. And the production or delivery process is about inbound and outbound. Okay, it's about delivery. It's about the logistic, those that create or deliver the product. It's very important, especially during this pandemic, right? You keep order your product in Shopee, all of a sudden after 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, the product is still not delivered to your house, right? So what happened? There must be problem between the shipping process and the production and delivery process. So this is the thing that we have to go with the processes because it's involved all, okay? And then support processes, those most important to add organization value, creation processes, employees, and daily operations. So this is about the backup system, okay? Who goes with the marketing, go with the operation quality department, goes with this finance, accounts, okay? So this is actually the supporting process that we do not know. To get one pencil, they have a lot of the process that behind them, right? If not, this pencil is not goes to you, okay? All right, so we're moving on to the make quality everyone's job. So meaning to say, number one, quality first. Okay, recognizing that all job involve managing quality. Sorry, I'm too exaggerate, right? Okay, I just go with my pencils there. Okay, so how we want to recognize the job involve managing quality? So we have to make sure that number one is quality first. Okay, so the example they give in here, eliminate the quality department taxes nameplate company. So I actually wonder why they give this example, because they this company is actually eliminate, mengeluarkan the quality department because they realize that this department is not important. uh, Otherwise, actually, this is a wrong action be done, because supposedly quality have to be put first. Okay, all right. So when we're talking about recognize the internal customer, this is the thing that I already mentioned just now. Okay, change of the customer concept. Okay, meaning to say who is who is who is who is buying your product, and how you spreading the words. Okay, what we call mouth to mouth, no, mouths for mouths. Okay, for example, words for mouths. Okay, so this is the things that the rantaian, chain of the customer, rantaian customer tu, rantaian pelanggan, the process mapping to identify internal customer up to the supplier relationship. So meaning to say, internal customer is goes to until your supplier who actually supply your resources to make the product. Okay, and number three is create link between the internal customer and external suppliers. This is important because the customer will looking into who actually have this product. For example, the experience when you go for Shopee, Shopee, Lazada, all the online, Alibaba, Lazada, mudah.com, for example, any kinds this online, what we call platform shopping. Okay, you can see that how we as the customer directly to the suppliers who supply this product. Okay, we can go, we will just type the keywords. Let's say you want to have like your online table, okay, for computer table, you just type the word keywords and everything, single the suppliers will goes into your listing search. Okay, all right, so this is a team-based organization. As I mentioned before, we have to work in team, to work in a group corporation. Okay, so this is they have like a customer here, and as you can see, they have customer team, customer team, customer team. Okay, and then they have system and support system. Okay, system and support services. Sorry. So the customer team in here is referring to customer CSR. So not CSR, customer service department or customer service relationship management. CSRM mostly they call that. So when we have this, okay, department who are to approach and to entertain, okay, those the complaints made by the customer, okay, so they have actually executive steering committee will look into this problem, and of course the CEO will actually in generalize on that. I watched the Korean movie, the CEO actually monitoring all the review by the customer in the website. So towards that, they want to see how this customer service department entertaining the question and how quick they are. So that is their KPI. Do not just let the posting and review by the customer go with the wind, you know. Dia tak biar je macam complain customer tu klik-klik, okay. They not let it alone, okay. There must be someone entertain and okay sir, we will check on this, we will go to you back within 24 hours. So that is your promise, okay. So this is a good thing actually, because when we're talking about executive steering committee, everybody have to take their role, okay, have to take their part. All right. Okay, what is Six Sigma? This is the very famous term when we go with quality management subject or quality management department. What is Six Sigma? Or maybe you go with like we call interview, right? So let's say you go to the department who are actually liars with this. They will ask you what is the Six Sigma? Okay, Six Sigma project teams. So number one, they have champions. Okay, champions. So this is term senior manager who promote Six Sigma. So meaning to say they are come from this top level management. They are senior executive, senior managers. So mostly they go okay with the flow and they know what they did, and because from their experience 10 years 20 years in the field, so they are the masterpiece of the company. And then the second one, master black belts. It's like in the taekwondo, right? When you have the black belt, people will like okay, we feel like okay, this is not this should be a okay, this person we have to be like take into consideration. Okay, so highly trained experts are responsible for strategy, training, mentoring, deployment, and result. So this master black belt is mostly come from the training department. Maybe the certain the big company, large company, under quality department, they have the training department itself to train in this kind of field. Okay, so they will the one who are responsible for the training related to the quality department training, okay, especially in the production line. All right, the black belt in here is expert who perform technical analysis, because I told you just now, right, when it comes to the technical product, this is something like you can't say like okay, use this without go touch the product and you have to analyze itself, right? So you are the one who know why this product default, why this product like this, why this product malfunction. You are the one who responsible and you are the one who can answer the problem about malfunctions of the product. Awak adalah satu-satunya orang yang bertanggungjawab untuk menjawab sekiranya produk itu tidak berfungsi seperti biasa. So that is the black belts, okay? How about the green belts, okay? The functional employees trained in introductory Six Sigma tools. So in here, this is the functional employees, okay? The employees goes with the functional technical, I can say functional, okay? That they said, okay, Zoom said, okay, your mic problem, okay. When you cannot hear my audio, my voice, you know what's the problem, the mic problem. I use my this one actually. All right, so team members, employees who support the specific project. We need to say you are the one who give some how to say that endorsement or maybe release the project. It's behind the scene, for example, like those the marketing department or maybe the operation department, production, quality, and finance. Okay, we have the accounts, okay, management. So this is the team members. All right, so we're moving to the another parts of the points. Reduce hierarchy, as we mentioned before. Okay, that one I just based on my explanation, easy explanation, in order to make sure you know what is this. Okay, all right. So how we want to reduce hierarchy? Number one, eliminate layers of middle management. I told you just now, there is no one, two, three, like a tree, you know. Okay, this one have the assistant, this one have the assistant. No, okay. We have to eliminate the layers of middle management. So everybody have to be multitasking. Everybody have to have job rotation. Everybody have to do a different work every day. Okay. So number two, empower the frontline workers. So empowering frontline workers meaning your lower level. Okay, your operational level employees have the right to make decisions. That is empowering. You're giving the something like trust, okay, your responsibility. You as the senior manager, for example, you give the task to them that okay, whatever you do is you have to raise with your responsibility, your accountability with any your decision making. I give you trust in order to make the decision. Okay, so that is empower frontline workers. Number three, benefits include improved communication. So in here, whatever that we do, okay, we have to communicate. So in order to have this, they can have the improvement. Why the problem is always occurred wherever that we do some discussion, decision, because the lack of communication. All right, and then last one, we have the risk include impact on the morale, loss of the valuable experience in regards to the attitudes. Okay, the person in charge, okay, how we want to make sure this morale can be reduced, okay, and of course, we don't want the experiences, the valuable employees lost, okay, from this job. All right, so this is the steering committee. MashaAllah, they have like this, okay. We have lead with the vision, inform and develop, plan and align, learn and improve. So this is the steering committee. Okay, leadership at system at CRI. This is the example. So number one, we have to lead with the vision. What is the future goals? Okay, to align, communicate vision, CRR star, maintain the client focus. That is the one that we have to achieve. Okay, what to do next? Okay, inform and develop. Okay, inform what? Align data. Okay, communicate the data and information, promote the development of the employees. So everybody have to inform, be informed and develop, and then we go with the plan and alignment. Of course, we set the goals, communicate the goals. The goals where? This year, like just now, future goals, the vision. Align the team, department, individual goal, and then we learn and improve. Because in here, the learn and improve, the keyword is communicate. So everybody have to communicate what you want to do. No need to say this is the my secret not secret recipe. The secret plan I cannot give and share because everybody have to share. You are in one team. To pull this steering, we have together, not just using one finger, right? So everybody have to pull the steering, both hands, okay? All right, so we develop Agile or Agile. I think Agile organization, faster reaction. I told you before, quick movement to competitive challenges and changing the customer demand. So every single the customer have the, let's say like trending product, right? So you have to follow, okay? You cannot go like from under the lid, okay? You have to go together with the technology advancement, okay? Whatever that may be latest right now, especially when you are dealing with this like technology, computers, okay, laptops, handphones, fashions, educations, okay? So everything have to be according to the changing demand of the customer. And then simplifications of the work processes and rapid changeover. So we make it simplified, okay? The process, not make it too complicated. Somehow your employees also feel burdened and difficult and burnt out. Somehow they will be demotivated when the complexity of the work. So simplify the work process to make them easy, enjoy the work, and of course they have a rapid changeover. Okay, whatever the changing and changes, you have to be informed and communicate with each other. All right, so redesign the work system for high performance. Okay, in here you can see. All right, so in the circle here, they have flexibility, innovation, knowledge, and skill sharing. They have the organizational alignment, customer focus, and rapid response. And all in here, meaning to say what the employee should know. So number one, their job description. Okay, we have to in the know. Okay, to occupy them with a good work performance system. This should have to the employees. Okay, job description, health and safety, suggestion system, training and education, compensation and recognition, empowerment, employee involvement, and of course, the key here, teamwork and cooperation. So we're moving on to the enhancing work design. To enhance, macam mana kita nak memperkayakan, that is one arrangement. Enhance ni macam mana kita nak menambah penambahbaikan to work design, job alignment, okay, expanding the worker's job, not only focusing one job. Okay, as a lecturer, we not just lecture. Okay, what we do, we have to prepare for our webinar, for example. We have to do the convocation. We have to do for our, so meaning to say, you have more work. Okay, so job alignment like this. Okay, we're not just focusing one job, not just lecture. Okay, we have to prepare for our example like neo. Okay, materials, you are responsible to make sure that the materials is there so the student can access it. Make sure the students all in there. Okay, so that alignment, we not just lecture and then done. No, it's not as easy like that. And so do we have to marking, so that is enlargement. Okay, but in my other places, okay, when I teaching, for example, in OUM, Open University, okay, you are only lecture. If let's say you are online tutor, right? So you are only tutoring. The marking will be the e-checker, okay? The one who are maybe revise for, let's say, to do the video, right? So that one is another lecturer. So in IIC, let's say I have a 7 job on that, but in that they have a 7% for that the different job, okay? So that is job enlargement. We need to say like us in IIC, we have do multiple jobs, okay? Even not, we not just totally focusing on this lecturing, okay? Job rotation, of course, when we do this online lecturing, right, we not lecture in front of the student. We have to do some of this mechanism of technical side. We have to make sure this camera is function well, and then the internet, okay, connected, and then the laptop, okay, and monitor is good, well, the ambience, the lighting, everything has to be taken care, right? Masya Allah. I release to you all. Okay, and then job rotation. This is the thing I told you before. We have to rotate. Rotation ni semua orang akan dapat kerja ni, tak kira bila, tetapi semua orang akan merasa kerja tersebut. Ada pusingan, job rotation. Having workers learn several tasks and rotate among them. So this is very good, okay? Because you cannot deny, I cannot know this work. This is not my JD. No such things, no JD, okay? Especially you are the fresh graduates, okay, students one day. Don't say calculatively words, this is not my JD, okay? Until you permanent, okay? And then job arrangement, granting more authority, responsibility, and autonomy. I told just now, right? For example, we are lecturer, we are also prepared for the convocation, we are doing ibadah camp, we have a different job out of our scope. Bukan dia kerja mengajar je, kerja lain juga, kerja admin juga buat. Finding the student, for example, right? So this is the authority, different authority responsibility. If I'm lecturer shoes, okay, lecturer shoes, lecturer shoes, yeah, lecturer shoes, I will keep on lecturing, okay, giving you tasks, assignments, marking, and so forth. If let's say I'm in the committee of convocation, they say before this I hold as a sponsorship committee. I'm looking for the sponsor donor to the convocation. So that is the different responsibility. Let's say we are ibadah camp, okay, and then committee we have to do, let's say, become what we call in charge, okay. They call as facilitator. So that is a different task, okay. It's not same like what we teaching in the class. Okay, and then they have the case study on this, Boeing Airlift and Tanker Program VA Hospital related to this topic, solar tubing. I think in the textbook they do have this, okay. General Electric Bayamon, the San Diego Zoo. Maybe they have the relationship on this. Why? Okay. So in the end, to sum up this topic, okay, they might say the comparison to the organizational theory, okay. certain company, I think you have meet this term during your PPOM class, principle, practice, or management. Structural contingency theory, we have mechanistic versus organic. Mechanistic, they are more hierarchy, functional, okay. They more bureaucratic, okay, more still like a government, okay. Organic, like we do call, so-called just now, make job rotation, job enlargement, job arrangement to make sure that everybody know multitasking work, okay. Choice depends on the organizational environment and technology, of course. And of course, the more we are advances to the technology, actually, the more organic you are, okay. It depends the nature of the company. And then institutional theory, the structure legitimize purpose even if they have may not provide the value. And institutional theory, mostly they enhancing and focusing on ISO 9000. Like if I'm asking you, right, students, do IIC have ISO 9000? The answer might be yes. If not, your diploma certificates, your degree certificates will not actually, and of course your certificates, okay, will not recognized by the public and private other institution, higher learning institution. It should be have, and of course it's about Six Sigma. This is about the processes of this ISO, of course. Okay, it will be related on. So now thank you so much for listening to my I can say like more, yeah, enthusiastic lecture, I think, because I really like this topic today, and I hope everything that you do have any questions regarding this topic, please do not hesitate to ask in the comments in YouTube, or maybe you can ask in like PM to Pinis, or maybe you can ask in the groups. Okay. Okay, thank you for now. Thank you for now. Thank you for listening. Stay safe, everybody, and bye bye. Assalamualaikum.